Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Compact Claustrophobia. I am recording this back to back, so I have not seen any of your comments or your feedback, but I still want to thank you for it, because I know you will do great. So let's begin with today's episode. I have a few ideas for today's episode. We're going to start off by crafting up some zombies by putting a 9x9 of netherrack down, lighting it on fire around, and 2 soul sand in the middle. And we should get a spawn zombie egg. There we go. I'm going to make a couple of these. I don't think I can somehow respawn the zombie once I've made it. I believe it's a redstone here that we need. Boom. Because there isn't really a way where we can get a spawner of sorts. I don't think. It's not craftable, so we're going to have to just kill it manually. And I don't have looting, and I hope... Oh, of course you have to be a baby. Give me 4 rotten flesh. 2, just 1. Okay. Hi. Hello. 4 rotten flesh. 3. Ah, we need to do 1 more. Last one. Aha. We got 4 rotten flesh at least. Okay. So I want to try and make this. We need an item with at least 1 million RF charged. We need to place down a strongbox, place a simple filter and 4 zombie flesh inside, and right click with the charge item to harness the power of lighting. Okay, so strongbox. I don't know if it works with any, so we're going to put the smaller one here. Strongbox. I have an item with 25 million charged, so that should be fine. We then put a simple filter, I believe, which I do have right here. We put you inside of the strongbox with 4 rotten flesh. And we right click this. Aha, there we go. Advanced filtering. It just gives you an advanced filter. All right. Insufficient charge for lightning craft. Okay, cool. That does work. Awesome. And we have completed that then. Let's also toss a regular sapling into some resonant ender, which I think we should have in our fluid grid. Yes, give me a bucket of that. This is gonna teleport us away, so let's kind of do something like this. Resonant ender, and then grab a sapling that we now are getting a little bit more of from the tree farm. Toss you in there. We get a mineral sapling. We can break all of this. Awesome. And we can't unlock this unless we do this on the dynamics. We need crystallized mineral. Okay, so we need to grow a mineral tree, I think. So let's grab some dirt. We can clean up the inventory slightly. And also grab some phytogrow. Head on inside. I think we need kind of like this for this tree to grow, because it does a whole thing on the side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we can simply harvest these now. We are going to make a drying basin here, and what we can do is we can put it right there. We can add a mineral wood in here, and we can just jump on this, and I believe it should squeeze out a little bit of mineral, and that should crystallize into crystallized mineral very slowly. We can then grab just a button, so we can reset this guy. And once we get a little bit of this, we can turn it into crystallized mineral chunks, and then we can make ourselves the mechanical squeezer, which won't require us to jump on this, and also the mechanical drying basin. Now that I have made a little bit of mineral, I have made the mechanical squeezer, which will automatically get us crystallized mineral chunks, and also a chance of getting mineral resin, which can then be tossed in here to get turned into block of crystallized mineral, and we can just immediately process everything into crystallized mineral chunks and crystallized mineral, so we can use it in more crafting recipes. And integrated dynamics has a few neat features where you can just dig into MBT data of stuff and you can control things very, very specifically. I believe we have come to a point where we can move into a maximum compact machine, and I don't want to remove this one or use this one for that matter. I want to make another one. And you know how I said that we can now make them with the miniaturization thing? Yeah, this requires a glitch giant machine. And a glitch giant machine is the whole thing that we did before, or a block of diamond. And a block of diamond is diamonds, and diamonds are a high impact compactor, and a high impact compactor is a whole lot of this and a whole lot of power. So I think we're gonna go the old fashioned way and make it using poop. So I have returned this guy on, so we can get ourselves a normal compact machine like we did here. We can then filter it to say 144, And during the time of today's episode, this will, oh, we need to emit when over the amount. There we go. During the time of today, this is going to get made, and I will then, once it's done, off camera, make another maximum compact machine, and we can then move everything out. But for the time being, I need this small compact machine for us to set up the fluid transposer and insightful condenser that I want to try for an XP farm. And we're going to put it right here. And once we get a bigger room, we can have a giant wall on the side that's going to heap maybe 9 of the compact machines, or maybe 8 or so, or 10 even. I don't know. We'll see how it's going to fit in there. For the time being, this will do. It's kind of a very simple system, and it's going to back up as soon as this dispenser backs up with bottles of enchanting, and then this guy needs to back up with bottles of enchanting, and then we're going to have liquid XP that's going to back up into here. It is kind of slow though, but it is indefinite, and we can just leave it running for all eternity. And it's very, very simple in how it works. We are exporting lapis through the bottom into this insightful condenser. That guy picks up the XP, spits it out into the portable tank. We then fluid transposed that over where we are extracting bottles with a crafting recipe and also liquid XP over here, or essence of knowledge. And then this guy automatically outputs the bottles into here, and the dispenser is on a timer on half a second to do the thing. So we're just gonna do that and then leave, and we're gonna let it do its thing for a while, and we're gonna see if we at some point have an excess of liquid XP in here, because currently it's just going to come in and get out, and come in and get out. So eventually we should have essence of knowledge backed up, I hope. We're going to set up an automatic way for this to turn off. We're going to say fluids emit when it's above 300,000 millibuckets of liquid XP or essence of knowledge, and you need to be lowered to like half a second. That's what I added before. I don't know if we're producing glass fast enough, but eventually this will back up anyway, so it should be fine. Now that we have cows, we can essentially automate the production of milk, and I'm going to go through the thermal expansion machines again if there's one to auto harvest milk. If not, we can feed this guy with buckets, and then it's going to poop out milk buckets, and we can toss those in a fluid transposer, empty them into a barrel, and that would work. But I need to make a little bit of slime. Ooh, you also spawn slime. Interesting. Okay. So that makes it a bit more difficult to automate. You can turn it into kind of like an XP farm, I think. Ooh, because you can use the whole instabilation thing, capsulator thingamabob, and you can capsulate the slime, and then you can kill it, and you can get XP out of it. Okay. That's an Edo idea, but I'm gonna just use up all of the milk that I gathered here. We're gonna kill off all the slime, but I needed a little bit of slime balls for morbs, and I believe I can use signalum nuggets if we grab a few of those. Just make a stack of them. There should be go. And we can do that and make these morbs to be reusable, and then I can just toss you at a cow. Hello? Can I not? I'm throwing it at a mob. Oh. Okay. I don't know. But we can throw a cow there, and we can keep our cows. And we can also go pick up a couple chickens, just so we have chickens on stock of sorts. Hi, chickens. You want to get encapsulated? Come on. Did I get one? Didn't get one. Give me a chicken. F3B. Where do I have to throw you for you to encapsulate me a chicken? Oh. Oh, I think we might have gotten one. No, it just is stealing my morbs. Any hoozle. Oh. I don't understand. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, I think the next step is going to be for us to automate this slime production, because I want to get some emeralds. Because, lots of becauses, I can make a better reactor that is more efficient and produces more power than what we currently have, if I get a little bit of emeralds, so I can make some emerald coolers. Each emerald block requires 26 slime blocks, so I decided to set up a little bit of a manual system here for getting us some slime. I have the auto clicker with empty buckets collecting them, and the accumulator then outputs them to this fluid transposer, and that guy just transposes them to the tank here, which then gets outputted here, and we already have 220 buckets of milk. And I'm gonna grab a lever so we can smack it onto this guy, and we can turn you off whenever we need it. But then that gets outputted into this wooden barrel, and here is where integrated dynamics comes in to solve an issue. If you would say use a mushroom on a barrel without milk in it, you would compost it into dirt. And this way, we basically check if the tank is full, and if it is, which is from this variable card, we export all the items that are in this strong box, which is just mushrooms. So as soon as the tank gets full, we get a mushroom and we get slime. So I can just easily collect 26 like so, and then kill off the rest of these guys. All right. We can also do a thing. Hold on. Whitelist milk, just so we don't have a problem that way. Hello, go. All right. So now we can head on in here where I have already set up the first recipe, and we're going to grab a couple diamond nuggets, I believe is what we need. And then we're going to queue them in, and that should make us an emerald block. There we go. First one. I'm going to set up the next one, and we should be good to go upgrade our reactor. I have cleaned out the inside of our reactor, so our base is currently out of power, which is a little bit scary, but I think it should be fine. So we're going to assemble this new one with cryothium coolers and 2 emerald coolers, 3 graphite blocks, and a bunch of reactor cells, and that's pretty much it. So I will post the thingy-mabob on my Discord and in the description as well for the reactor, so you can look at it and make it yourself if you wanted to. But right now, I'm just going to go assemble it. I don't really want to show you how it looks because you can look at the picture anyway. This new and improved reactor is producing 42,560 RF per tick, which I think is plenty for what we are going to need. The one thing that I'm kind of missing is that the energy cells don't really show you how much power is exiting out of your system. And even if I maybe use this multimeter on this, can we see how much we're draining? Like, it keeps on going up. I don't know how to properly use this. I think it just does an average in and out. So we might be using 8,000. Yeah, that might be an average. Yeah, okay. So that works. 8,500-ish RF per tick is what we're using. But I would love to have that so I could see it. And you know what we could do? We can use integrated dynamics for this. We can use a display panel, and we can probably put it either in here and bring it out and put it somewhere in the wall. That might be cool. But we're going to move into this compact machine soon. How are our compact machines doing? We're done. Okay, so we can pretty much grab all of these. That's 128, 130. I think I need 144. So that would be 144. There we go. We can keep one in the system. I'm actually going to let the machine do another cycle of this to drain them again. So, and make another 144, and we can make another one eventually, because before the time we get to diamonds, we might need more of these. But now we can go to the poop injector thing, and we can toss, actually, no, not the poop injector. We need to go in here, first of all, and we toss them inside of here, and let them do its thing with the melter and the ingot former, and then we toss them through the poop and make another maximum compact machine. In the last episode, I said we're not going to use this anymore at all, and that was before I realized that it requires a diamond block to miniaturize the giant compact machine, and I didn't know that you need the glitched one to make the maximum sized compact machines as well. So I'm going to redo the poop because I don't want to constantly run out of sewage and then wait for more of it to be produced. And we can set up a couple of barrels in here that are going to constantly produce poop, so I'm going to go set that up next. And here is our magical room of Poopy Poopiness. And basically, here we're going to keep a stock of 10,000 poop. I'm increasing my poop amount because I want more. And in here, we have that detector providing a redstone signal to this guy so it can export pulp bioblend whenever we run out of poop. And this is a self-sustaining poopification system, because I didn't want to export sewage out of these tanks into this fluid transposer. I set up a separate barrel that gets water from the bottom, and gets poop directly out of the fluid transposer on the output. And that basically keeps this guy stocked up on sewage all the time. So it is a self-sufficient poopification system. I have the external storage here on the side so we can see the poop in the system. And these 4 barrels just get water from this compact infinite water source. And then they have exporters on the bottom exporting poop. And they will just fill up these tanks as much as they possibly can. And then they will stop. And we can cover everything up here like so. And another thing that I remembered, you know how we had a problem with covers? You can make hollow covers. And that way you can have still an external storage connected over there. It doesn't disconnect. Also, if you have a cable, let's say like this, and then possibly, let's say an exporter right there. Yeah, like that. You can put the cover, I think, over, nah, I can't reach it probably now. Let's do this. This, I should say, and put the cover here. So you can see the exporter is still exporting into the block without being covered, because I believe the regular cover would block it, or you couldn't even place it. No, you can't place it, but if you want to do this, it blocks off the cable, and you can use a hollow cover with the cable to go through, which is kind of nice. So we have that going for us, and we can cover these external storages like that. We can leave the ducts alone. We can cover you here and here. And here in the corner, I believe we are just going to do one of these. And then we need some covers here on the bottom. And I'm going to see if I can sneak them in so we cover everything nicely. There we go. And there we go. And I need a couple more here. And the simple recipe for these covers is just 8 of them in a circle. Gets you 8 hollow covers like that. And we can then sneak one in here, sneak one in here. And that is a poopification station completed. And we already have 320 buckets in pretty much each one of these. And outside of here, I wanted to use these laminar ducts to transfer the sewage out, but we don't need to. What we can probably do is put the tunnel, instead of here in the back, we're going to put it right here on the bottom. We're going to grab an exporter here, and then just run a cable like this over to this side. And we have to reorganize the tunnel here on the bottom. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We can just do that, and that should be connected, and we can check by seeing poop in the system. We do not. So we go out, break the cable, place it again, and we should now see poop in the system. Wonderful. And for sewage, we're just going to get an exporter here for fluids, sewage, and you're going to do your thing. And we can give you a stack upgrade and some speed upgrades as well. Upgrade. 1, 2, 3. Like so. And bam, bam. You should be full on sewage. Awesome. So these have completed, and we can turn this into the giant compact machines with the multi-block miniaturization thingamabob, and cover all of this up as well. And then we can make ourselves a giant compact machine. I'll just do the rest of the crafting off camera, since you've seen me do it once already, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing. So yeah. We now have a second empty maximum compact machine, and I want to go smart about how I want to do this. I want to figure out where I want to have my floor, how many compact machines I want in the walls, and what do we want to have around us. And then I want to be smart about how we move this, because if I just remove my refined storage system, everything is going to stop working. And I kind of want to transfer it over if possible by connecting another controller in here and then quickly moving it over while still staying connected to everything here. So what we would potentially do, I think we have a cable right here in the floor. So we would add a tunnel here. We would hook it up to here, move the controller over real fast, and then we can move every compact machine slowly over to the other system once we have the refined storage system up and running over here. I think I have a general idea of how I want that compact machine to look, and I kind of removed most of the stuff here except of the storage drives, because I was setting up how we want to have the refined storage system to be accessed in this room, and I decided not to go with the central approach. We're going to have it here on one wall, and I think that is going to be plenty for one layer of compact machines, and then we have another layer with like that, and another layer like that. So I think that will be plenty room for all the compact machines that we're ever gonna need. We can put the power for our refined storage system here in the bottom floor. That should be fine. And we can power the controller here, the disk drive, and all of that good stuff just through here, going all the way up. And the power I'm gonna transfer here in the corner. It is hooked up to all of the layers, so we should get infinite power everywhere. And we can just put the power compact machine somewhere in the wall, and that should output the power to every single possible compact machine and or place. I managed to successfully remove the controller from here, with the game may or may not crashing once on me because of it, but it still works, everything is fine. We have a tunnel in here in this compact machine right down here that is transferring the cable out of this and basically putting it everywhere around in all of the other compact machines, which we now have to move one by one over to the other room and set them up in some sort of organized way. Maybe having small compact machines on this floor, or maybe just firstly going small compact machines there, large ones there, and normal ones there, or something in that sense. Maybe small, normal, large, something in that. And we can even put the bigger ones here on this wall as well. We can just bring the power over. There's no problem in that. And we can just fill up one floor first. And as soon as we run out of space, second floor, third floor, and so forth. The last thing that needs moving is my crafter multi-block thingy-mabob, and that will be interesting to move. I think I can remove all of the heat conductors and all of the crafting frames and just build it kind of like here in the center. Maybe make it a 5x5 by whatever tall I need it to make. And we can then just stick this cube inside of here. But in here now, we have everything neatly covered up. We have spots open for more compact machines, but this yellow wall is pretty much full. I didn't put a label on these two though. You need a sign. And you are kind of like my, granite rock crusher thing? Yeah, so you're gonna be rock crushers, and the bottom is something else. Hold on. Bottom, you are coal coke. Okay, sure. Rock crushers. And then coal coke. Coke. There we go. So I just basically labeled them with signs because I don't have spaces for item frames. I could have put them on the side or on the face of the compact machine, but if you put an item frame directly on the face of the compact machine, you don't even get to see what kind it is. Plus, clicking on it would be a little bit difficult because of the item frame, and I just decided against it. So we basically have our crusher, our arc furnace, our main ingot production, our alloy production, electrolyzers, lava and water, and obsidian, soul sand, poop machine, coal coke, rock crushers, and here we have our fuel, our fission reactor, experience farm, manual machines, basic resources, advanced resources. Then we have ender pearls, compact walls, and the normal compact machines, garden cloches, and that's pretty much it. I currently moved the chickens over here, and the cows are over here. And this guy is my enchanting table. Those are 3 that don't need to be hooked up to anything just yet. Well, this guy requires power, I think, but we can figure that out later. We don't really need slime as of right now. And this is just our 5x5 miniaturization thing. I also brought over our glitched machines, and I think from the glitched dimensions, the tiny one and the small one are the only ones that are complete. The glitched medium is not complete, hence us having lots of troubles. And I tried doing the glitched small machine again and off camera, and I didn't get it. Otherwise, I would have probably shown the footage, but we can try that again at some point. So yeah, like I said, the last thing to move is this guy. I will tear it down, and then I think I can use the ability to grab stuff with my hand, like that. I can move the patterns over without me dropping a bazillion patterns on the floor and then having to re-input them. I won't even have to replace the crafting storage up top or even move it at all. I just had to make a few extra CPUs, and we can then just fill this entire thing with heat conductors. Like so. We can even tear down the ladder here, and then I can probably grab you, right? Since you're my everything cube, right? We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna break this. Place my everything cube head on in. We can then place you, let's say, here in the wall. Boom, and it got on the north, or on the top, it has the connection. And I don't know if a tunnel will connect directly to this by maybe doing this. So if we put it on the up, it should have a cable. And then if we do that, we then probably have to do a bit of this. Okay. We can then cover this up, and we should have our patterns in the system. Crafter manager, new. Okay, so it doesn't connect directly. Maybe if we do a number like this. First of all, let me check if this guy is assembled correctly. It didn't delete my patterns, which is wonderful. So all we need to do is on the up, add you a cable. I think. Are we good now? Yes. Wonderful. And with everything moved into our maximum compact machine, that brings us to a perfect wrapping up point for today's episode. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. You can also subscribe to get notified of when new videos go live. And you can support me on Patreon as well if you want to give a little extra. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.